Are we good to go? Are... I do believe we are. Hey! That's pretty good. What's good, Bounce Manners? We hit 10K! Let's go! Thank you all so much. Does this mean I'm relevant now? I don't know about that. But regardless, I hope you all are ready to discover the Commander Precons that should have gotten made. Oh, what's that? You don't like Spider-Man because the art direction's really bad and the set has selective flavor and half the cards feel weird? Yes. Those are all true. Those are all just like actual correct statements. But if we condense the set as a whole, right, to a single deck, I'm sure it feels fine. Copium. Is there like an MTG equivalent of like Copium on a card? Is there like a card name I can flash on screen that's a pretty good like representation of Copium? Is there one of those? I don't think there is. If there is one, let me know. I don't think there is. So chat, today we are making a Heroes Commander Precon and a Villains Commander Precon. I'm pretty sure I already know what the commanders are gonna be. Because, let's be honest, there's only two really good actual commanders for Heroes and Villains deck. You can probably guess who they are. You play Magic. You're smart. You can figure it out. I trust you. I believe in you. Unk made it. Yeah? Am I Unk status? I have Peach Nectarine today. Chat. Sparkling Ice. Please sponsor me. Because I love money. And I drink your drinks a lot. I've legit lost like 30 pounds because I just drank those for like a year and a half. How are we doing today, Bounce Man Nation? Bounce Manners, Bounce Magicians? I don't have a good name for y'all. And I probably never will, be honest. But hey, it's funny to say bad ones too. So I fully expect this stream to not do well. Because why on earth would people want to watch a stream on a set that, for the most part, a majority of players are saying is cringe? And I don't blame them. But hey, we do our best here. Why are we... Okay, no, we're fine. Okay. I'm part of the majority lol, but still the content. Thank you. We are 5 minutes in now. We'll give it like 3-ish more minutes here for people to hop in here and tune in for us to collaborate on the Heroes Precon and Villains Precon. Like, dude, honestly, so we got the in-universe version of the set. Does Scryfall have it yet? I know it's on, like... Please. No, but what? Scryfall, are you kidding me? You guys still don't have it on your site? Really? Oh, wait, paper. Oh! Never mind. Bro, the art direction is so much better for the arena version. Bro, look at how they adapted Anti-Venom. What is this guy? Like, all the symbiotes got adapted to be these, like, weird, like, open-mouth torso creatures. They're so cool looking, dude. Like, bro, look at this. Vigo, and portion of Iggs Crossing. End of Iggs Crossing. Bro, look at him! Like, all the symbiotes are these, like, open-mouth torso creatures. They look sick. Look at this dude! Bro, honestly, my biggest complaint about the set is that, like, people who get into the game through the Spider-Man set are not gonna realize just, like, how much of a flop the art direction is in this set. Like, if you like Spider-Man, yes, you'll see the, like, you know, all the Spider-Men on your cards are like, wow, that's my favorite character, and that's cool. But, bro, you cannot look at the in-universe arts and tell me that these do not, on a general scale, just look better. There's Fleam, Fibblethip 2. Apparently, MTG Reddit actually likes this guy, I've heard. Apparently, like, everyone's, like, freaking out at this guy, and they like him a lot. Okay. I'm not sure why, because he's a little he's a little, like, weird. Because he's, like, a weird little loot creature, like, weird little gremlin creature, is that why? Goblin human villain. Goben Gene Splice Savant into Fleam Goben's creation. So what? He combined a human and a goblin and got this weird little thing? The in-universe versions look so good, probably mainly because as a match player, this is what you expect. I said it looked, but yeah, it's great. I mean, like, okay, yes, there probably is a bit of, like, bias we all have for the in-universe art because it's, like, the art style we're all accustomed to. But I still think that, like, on a general scale, like, even just, like, the differentiation of colors is much better. Like, okay. Anti-Venom does look good. Like, Doc Ock looks really strange. Whereas... Like, I feel like all the art in this set is just, like, overly bright. I say as I scroll down and get a bunch of black cards, of course. I don't know, man. Like, I'm not an art major, so I can't really pin exactly what it is about the art in this set that feels bad. The only, like, super obvious example I can point to is Spider UK, where I don't know what the hell is happening with the flag here. Like, dude, this flag is super warped. That is not how flags work. Like, this whole thing happening right here is not correct. There's no way. The Terminus of Return. Oh, wow, interesting. Okay, so on Arena, it's called a Terminus Stone. But in the main set, it's called an Infinity Stone. Interesting. So I guess the subtype is just there for flavor then? And that's, like, why they're actually allowed to change it? Arena version, literally a different card. What? Yeah. Yeah, of course. Like, bro, dude, I really want to know what the deal with, like, the in-universe symbiotes is. I really want to know what the hell is going on with all the in-universe symbiotes, because they look so cool. Like, where are these guys from? They look sick. Lava Brink repels the Magmaloth. There was some lava leviathan that Lava Brink, the city on Ikoria, actually repelled. I want a card for that thing now. The Scouring Storm Soul? Bro, this is a Sand Cthulhu monster? And then the in-universe version is like... super bland, dull colors that don't really highlight a lot. Meanwhile, in-universe guy is like... there's a cloud behind him. He's looming over this. What is this? Is this Thunder Junction? Is this some just creature on Thunder Junction? One thing I'm very curious about is whether the in-universe cards are canon to Magic. I'm pretty sure they are. I'm pretty sure they are, because, like, there are cards in here that reference Duskmourn a lot. Like, a lot of the Spider cards. Like, look, Quint's Insight. That's literally Quintorius. That's 100% canon. There's this guy, who I'm pretty sure is... maybe not. I was gonna say this guy is one of the, Calamity Beasts on Bloomborough, but I'm seeing all the other animals are just normal animals, so maybe not. Rizna Spider Crown. That's a Rakdos symbol right there. Calamity Beasts or Elementals? Yeah, I remember that. Duskmourn's Claim. It's literally in the name. There was, yeah, Hex of Undeath. Someone in chat said it. This is literally a card with Liliana on it, and she's just summoning a ton of zombies, like she does. Scions of the Earth Spider. There's like a, I don't know what the, like, there's a guy, and I guess he's a scion of the Earth Spider, which is this spider right here. And he's got a staff of some kind. Like, maybe it is just... like, maybe it truly is just, like, bias on Magic players' parts. But, dude, like, there's no way you can sit here and tell me that the in-universe art isn't better to some degree than the actual, like, main set's art. There's no way. Like, bro, look at this! Are we serious? Meanwhile, Peter Porker is just, like, overly shaded. A lot of, like, motion blur as well. Like, Tyrantusk, Peter Porker. Tyrantusk, Peter Porker. But again, you could also probably argue that it's also just, like, the different contexts of the cards, allowing the artists to actually do, like, have more control over what they draw. Like, I don't know. Like, look, if you're getting into Magic through the Spider-Man set, that's good. That is good. If you are getting into Magic through Spider-Man, that's great. I'm glad you are. That's good for you. Getting more people into the game is always good. Always. But man, I feel like Spider-Man fans got robbed, dude. Like, bro, Ruzik, booed but victorious. Bro, look at him! I can't get... The art isn't high quality yet because it hasn't actually been released on Arena. But, like, dude, the muscular goblin dude and the whole audience is like, throwing food at him, like tomatoes and, like, rotten fruit. He's so cool, dude. Goblin villain. Villainous Wrath. Do I even gotta say anything? Like, okay, okay, here. This might be a better example. Alright, look. Villainous Wrath. Villainous Wrath. Arena set. Main set. Arena set. Main set. I don't know, man. Like, maybe it's just me not being like a devoted Spider-Man fan. So I can't feel it. Like, I gotta do it again. Okay. Daily Bugle Building. Fearsome Ridgeline. Alright, you know what? I'll actually give it to Spider-Man this one. I'll give it to Spider-Man this one. I think the Daily Bugle Building art probably actually is better than the Fearsome Ridgeline. Like, it's just a bunch of jagged spikes versus like a ton of detail on the buildings in the background that honestly didn't need to be rendered. You could have just like had a down top view, like you're looking up at the building, and that could have been the art. The artist did go out of their way here to actually put a ton of detail in the surrounding buildings. I'll give it to Spider-Man on this one. Yeah, like Basil, Cabaret Loudmouth, that's 100% canon. This is 100% edging, the edging set. If only it was Doc Ock in the movies and not early comics. Yeah, that was kind of a thing too, right? Like, they went with like the much more basic designs for villains and not like the more refined ones over the years. Which, I mean, I can understand to a degree, like trying to be faithful to the source material. I understand it. I get it. I understand. But I'm not sure it was for the best. Crobal, Envoy of the Bog. Spider-Human Hero. Is this Dustmorn? This is Spider-Man Noir's card. Okay, I will say, I think Spider-Man Noir's art is good. Like this is good art. Like the contrast of like the building and how like the light is like reflecting off of his like drenched. That's the word, not water doused. Like drenched coat. This is good art. One interesting thing is the arena reprints lack the flavor words in the rules text. I wonder if that means we could see something like Tarkir Siege's reprinted somewhere else. So on Arena, I'm pretty sure flavor text is always omitted from the card's like visual. But if you like right click it, it pulls it up and like a little pop-up happens that shows flavor text. So while it's not shown here, it might still appear in Arena somewhere. Hoppy? Who is Hoppy? Janai and Hoppy, roof skippers. He's a little cute. He's a little cute. Alright, chat. I think enough time has passed. We can get into the main event here today. We can get into the main event now. So, chat, today we are here to create. Today we are here to create the Spider-Man precons for the heroes and the villains of the set. Starting with Heroes of the Spider-Verse. And of course, there's only one clear option for commanders here. Cosmic Spider-Man. White, blue, black, red, green. Woober for a 5/5. Legendary spider-human hero creature with flying, first strike, trample, lifelink, and haste. Absolute keyword soup. Beginning of combat on your turn. Other spiders you control gain flying, first strike, trample, lifelink, and haste until end of turn. Okay. So obviously, there's not really a clear direction for this guy, other than just play all the Spider-Men. And before you say it, I know what you're thinking. But Bounce Man, couldn't you put all the in-universe spiders in here too? All of the non-human spiders? Yes. You could. But this is a Marvel Precon. So we gotta keep the flavor, even if you don't like it, intact. One board wipe and you're done. But not really. Because you're in white. Maybe you draw the out. Heroic intervention for the flavor, chat. Hey! That's pretty good. So, yes. It's very easy to look at this guy to say, oh, just throw every Spider-Man in here and you're good. But I don't want to do that. I want to see if we can, with the Spider-Man in the set, establish some kind of sub-theme or clear direction of how to build Spider-Man Kindred. Heroes of the Spider-Verse, if you will. So let's do type hero. Just to see, so let's do type hero just to see what kind of useful cards there are here that might help us deduce what a potential sub-theme there is for this precon. Precon is so only Spider-Man arts. For the creatures, I'd probably say mostly yes. Once we get to like the ramp package and like moving all that, we'll begin to branch out into in-universe set. Because, I mean, the set is 180 cards, I think. Or maybe even less. We obviously can't make a precon of just cards from the main set. There's also Spider-Man Eternal as well. Oh, wait. Here, let me do this. There's bonus sheet and secret lair too. Is there a bonus sheet? Like that ass? Oh, wait. Is it Marvel Universe? No, why did you... It is. Okay. Wait. Okay. So let's do... I'm not sure why... So let's go through the heroes of a set and see if we can deduce some kind of visible sub-theme from among the different Spider-Man in the set. Anti-Venom is unfortunately 5 white mana in our 5-color deck. Uncastable. Arana, Heart of the Spider. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. Whenever a modified creature you control deals damage to a player, exile the top card of your library, you may play that card this turn. Okay. So how many +1/+1 counter Spider-Men are in this set? Gwen Stacy the Ghost Spider puts counters on herself. That's 2, I suppose. Iron Spider puts +1/+1 counters, but only on artifact creatures, and most of our Spider-Men aren't artifacts, so maybe that's not good here. Miles Morales, when he enters, puts counters on creatures. Transforms, you can pay 2 mana to put a +1/+1 counter on himself, and whenever you attack in general, you double the number of each kind of counter on each spider you control. Again, pretty good +1/+1 counter payoff here on, yet again, another Spider-Man. Scarlet Spider, if cast for web slinging, enters with extra counters on him. Again, more counter synergy. No, that doesn't count. What else is there, chat? What else is there? Silver Sable, not a Spider-Man, but when she enters, she does put a +1/+ counter on a creature, and she does give modified creatures lifelink. But then again, not a spider hero, and Cosmic Spider-Man only cares about our other spiders. So I think it's pretty safe to say that if a creature isn't a spider, we probably shouldn't run it unless it has a very good effect for our deck. Spider, powered by Penny. When Spider enters with a +1/+1 counter onto our creature, and whenever a modified creature you control deals damage to a player, draw a card. Okay, that's good. A spider that distributes, granted, 1 counter, but also is card draw if our Spider-Men have counters on them. That's good. Spider Ham. I guess. He's a 2-mana anthem for all our Spider-Men. And makes a food token. I guess. But, like, what if we didn't run Cosmic, though? I mean, what else would you run? Like, Cosmic Spider-Man is meant to be the Spider-Man commander. I think it's pretty clear, right? Does anyone in chat disagree with that notion? Anybody here think that Cosmic Spider-Man isn't the go-to? If we don't run Cosmic, we don't have cards, I'm afraid. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that one. Like, I get it. 5-color feels like a cop-out. What else is there, bro? Spider-Man India. Whenever you cast a creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It gains flying and has web slinging, so we can cast for cheap. Again, more counter distribution. More counter distribution. That's good. Spider-Man, Miles Morales. When he enters or attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each other creature you control. Those creatures gain trample on a turn. Maybe a little weak, but again, it is more counter synergy. So I think we can pretty safely say that a very apparent sub-theme with the Spider-Man in this set is +1/+1 counters. So real quick, let's go in and add all of these Spider-Man to the deck. What did we say? We said Arana. Part of the Spider. So, also, chat, you may notice that every card we're gonna add is like $20. Ignore that. The set's not out yet, so everything is like super inflated. Just ignore that. And you might say, but Bounce Man, when the set actually fully releases, it's gonna be like expensive still because Spider-Man's demand is high because of all the Universe Beyond buyers. Shh. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, little baby. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Goo goo gaga time for you. Wrong Gwen added. I'm so sorry. Bounce Man fraud alert. Bounce Man fraud alert. I'm so sorry. Peter Parker does not give us ++ counters, but we gotta add them anyways at some point. Scarlet Spider, sure. Ben Riley, right? Yeah. Would Silk work? Silk Webweaver? She makes human citizens. She herself kind of doesn't really... Like, okay, again, like, okay. See, so, I'm glad you asked that. Because this is gonna highlight a pretty apparent problem that we're gonna face. Is that while there are a lot of Spider-Men that care about counters, there's 100% not enough. So we are eventually gonna have to resort to adding Spider-Man that just kind of do good things. So to answer your question, I don't know yet. We will do a second look over of the other Spider-Man and determine whether or not they're actually worth putting in here for the sake of just cosmic synergy. For 5 mana though, it's a little suspect. How do I even type? Does Moxfield register this? No, it doesn't. Okay. Spider-Ham. Ugh, I don't want to, but what am I gonna do? Spider-Man India. Spider-Punk gives our spiders riot, so they can enter with counters or haste. Both effects are good here, actually. Good card. Spinneret and Spiderling. Whenever you attack with 2 more spiders, put a +1/+1 counter on Spinneret and Spiderling. 1 mana. What's the card? Chocobo. Sausage Chocobo. It's basically Sausage Chocobo and gives an Impulse Draw if they deal 4 more damage. Good card, I think. How much else is there? Oh, 3 cards left? Ooh. Web Warriors? Do we run this? When this creature enters, put a counter on each other creature? Ooh. I guess they gain flying, first strike, trample, lifelink, and haste. With Cosmic out, I think I'm so fine, actually, chat. I'm, like, super not interested. So, chat, after adding all the +1/+1 counter Spider-Man into this deck, we have 10. And even then, Peter Porker doesn't actually give counter, so it's actually 9. Okay, that's fine. Again, this is a Spider-Man set. A Spider-Man deck. A Spider-Man Precon, if you will. So there's probably other Spider-Men that are worth adding. Someone in chat said, Spectacular Spider-Man is very good for protection. Spectacular Spider-Man. Spider-Man Noir. Whenever a creature control attacks alone, put a +1/+ counter on it and surveil X. Okay, attacks alone. In my Spider-Man Kindred deck, where all my Spider-Men have... Oh, wait, actually not Vigilance. What? Oh. Okay, never mind. But... Okay, he does care about +1/+1 counters. But I think attacking alone is probably not gonna be the way to go for our Kindred deck. Spectacular Spider-Man! 1 white for a 3/2 Flash Spider-Man. You pay 1, give him flying. Ugh. Thankfully, we don't gotta do that, because Cosmic already gives him flying. Pay 1, sacrifice him. Creature control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Hey! Noble sacrifice to protect the Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse. Or something. Alright, chat. We need some other just, like, generally good Spider-Man creatures. Peter Parker, the Amazing Spider-Man. Peter Parker, the Amazing Spider-Man. Come on now. We gotta add him. He's too iconic. The OG. Gwenom Remorseless is a spider hero. Gwenom Remorseless is a Bolus's Citadel on a Spider-Man. Or Spider-Girl in this case. Yeah, Gwenom is just very strong without any synergy. I agree. It's Bolus Citadel. It's Bolus Citadel just on a Spider-Man. It's good. Chat, please ignore those prices. That's not... hush. You don't see that. Hush. Ghost Spider Gwen Stacy. Whenever she attacks, she deals X damage to the defending player, where X is a number of attacking creatures. Okay, so I don't think Spider-Man Kindred is super go wide. Gwen will probably never deal more than like 4 damage. We can probably skip on her. Agent Venom, 2 and a black, 3 mana Flash, 2/3 Menace. Whenever another non-token creature control dies, you draw a card, lose 1 life. A Midnight Reaper. That's a Spider-Man. JK! No, he's not. He's a symbiote. Me when I fail to read my card. Oopsie doopsie. Wait, Gwenom's a... Okay, okay, she's both. Okay, I'm about to say, wait a minute. Eddie Brock is not a spider, so we don't run him. Arachne, Psionic Weaver, gives us a pseudo Thoughtseize while also staxing the board. Just don't choose creature, and you'll probably get value from her. Can also be Web Sling for a single white mana. Very good. What else is there, chat? Scarlet Spider, when he enters, discard a card. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on him. No, doesn't do enough. The Sensational Spider-Man. Whenever a Sensational Spider-Man attacks, tap target creature playing player controls and put a stun counter on it. Then, you may remove up to 3 stun counters from among all permanents. Draw cards equal to a number of stun counters removed this way. Okay, how would you ever get more than 1 stun counter? Because it's whenever he himself attacks, you tap a creature and put a stun counter on it. How would you ever get more than 1 stun counter in my blue-white deck with no ways to get extra combats? What? Ugh. Oh, chat. It is all... Okay. Wait. Okay. Spider-Man 2099. 2/3 double strike vigilance. On your end step, if you've played a land or cast a spell this turn from anywhere in your hand, Spider-Man 2099 deals damage equal to his powers to any target. That's actually also not good, huh? I mean, what are we gonna do? Force Impulse Draw for 1 card? Hell no! Spider-Man Miguel O'Hara. When he enters with bounce a creature, whenever 1 or more creatures you control becomes to a player, draw a card. It's card draw on Spider-Man. We play that. We play that. If I butcher any names in this set, I do apologize, chat. Whenever you gain life, I don't... Oh, wait! Lifelink, okay. Spider-Man Peter Parker, 3 white, 5 mana for a 4/4 flying spider-human hero. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature control, it gains indestructible until end of turn. The Spider-Men themselves don't really gain life, but Cosmic does give all our spiders lifelink. So, I think... While even though it's only really good if we have our commander out, considering the beginning to become apparent struggle to fit enough Spider-Man in this deck, I think he's worth it. Cover long legs if we're expanding outside of the set. I don't... For our creature suite, I don't think we are, but maybe. Depending on how rough this gets. Spider UK. 4 mana for a 3/4. Web Slinging for 3. Beginning your end step. If 2 or more creatures entered under your control this turn. Wait, what? I'm sorry, didn't they literally change enter the battlefield to just entered for this? Okay. Beginning your end step, if 2 or more creatures entered the battlefield under control this turn, you draw a card and gain 2 life. It's card draw on a Spider-Man. We play that. Oi, bruv, mind me webbing you up this turn. Spider Woman, Stunning Savior, 2/2 flying Venom Blast. Artifacts and creatures your opponent's control enter tapped. Nice and 2 mana Thalia. Heretic Cathar. Just a good effect for 2 mana. Superior Spider-Man, 2 blue-black for a 4/4 Spider-Human hero with Mind Swap. You may have Superior Spider-Man enters a copy of any creature card in a graveyard, except his name is Superior Spider-Man, and he's a 4/4 Spider-Human hero in addition to his other types. When you do, exile that card. So can be just like a weird reanimate effect that also gets our boosts from our commander. Good card. Symbiote Spider-Man, 2 and a Demir. For a 2/4 Symbiote Spider Hero. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, look at that many cards at the top of your library. Put 1 in your hand and the rest into your graveyard. Ugh. That might be actually bad. We might lose some cards you actually want. Find new host for 2 and Demir. Exile this card from your graveyard. Put a +1/+1 counter on target creature control. It gains this card's other abilities. Activate only as sorcery. He does give us card selection, and he will gain flying with Cosmic on the field. The self-mill kind of scares me a bit, but as I said before, the increasing lack of enough sufficient Spider-Man is becoming more and more apparent. So, while he may not be the cream of the crop, I think we play him. I think that's it for Spider-Man chat. Someone in chat said Twisted Spider Clone. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature control with a +1/+ counter on it. I guess there are non-legendary spiders on in this set, actually. Wait, yeah, that's a good point. Let me go back. Type. Let's just do spider, see what happens. Master Weaver, Web Protector, makes 1/2 spiders. That's good. And of course, what is a Spider-Man deck if we don't run Radioactive Spider to tutor for any Spider-Man we want? Spider Manifestation, 1 on a Gruul for a 2/2 reach spider avatar creature. Tap to add red or green. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 4 or greater, untap this creature. We are in 5 color. Having Spider Ramp that can be cast for not 1 but 2 colors, I think might actually be kind of relevant sometimes. And plus, if we can find some spider anthem effects, this thing might actually become a relevant beater, especially with the keywords that it will gain from our Cosmic Spider-Man. There's also Spider-Man Brooklyn Visionary. 5 mana for a 4/3. When he enters, search for a basic land card, put into play, tap, and shuffle, but can be web-slinged for 2 and a green. Even if you web-sling this, I'm not sure I like this. Like, this is, yeah, I think the rate is not good enough here. Oh, Spider Wreck, chat. Do we want Colossal Dreadmaw in our Commander Precon? Oh, that's so good. On Earth 66, Peter Parker learned that with Grr power comes Gross ability. Oh my god, this favorite text is horrible. What? Alright, you know what? I'll pull it. I'll pull it. Do we want the Colossal Dreadmaw Spider-Man in our deck, chat? Do we want this? What the yeah, hi. Is my brain dying? How do I spell colossal? Oh my god. Maybe I am reaching Unk status. Good god. I'll let chat vote on this one. Do we want Colossal Dread Spider-Man in our precon? For the meme? Yeah? Is that what we're thinking for the meme? Is that what we're thinking for the meme? Chat saying yes. Alright, fine. Fine. We'll add him. That's kind of it, honestly. I don't think Spire Clone is good here. And finally, we should type in Oracle Spider to see if there's actually any sort of, like, spider boosting effects in the set. Aunt May. For 1 white mana, you get Aunt May, a 0/2 legendary human citizen creature. Whenever another creature control enters, you gain 1 life. If it's a spider, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Hey! That's pretty good! Honestly, probably one of the best turn 1 plays you can actually make in this deck. Mary Jane Watson. Whenever a spider control enters, you draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. Okay. It's Mary Jane. Come on now, we gotta add it. For the flavor, chat, for the flavor. Madam Web Clairvoyant, 4 blue, 6 mana for a 4/4. You may look at top card in the library anytime, and you may cast spider spells and non-creature spells from top of your library. Whenever you attack, you may mill a card. Hey chat, how much is Future Sight mana-wise? Oh, 5 mana. Oh. but 3 blue. This is like super bad, actually. What? Okay, Future Sight, you just can play the top card of your library. Madam Web, 1 more mana and is a creature and not an enchantment, so way easier to kill. Can only cast spider and non-creature spells. You can't even play lands with her. It's actually really bad. Oh my god. That's kind of sad, actually. I don't like that. Like, why did they make her so bad? The Spider-Mobile. Hell no. Origin of Spider-Man fits our theme. One White Saga. Chapter 1, make a 2/1 green Spider Reach token. Okay. Chapter 2, put a +1/+1 counter on our creature control. It becomes a legendary spider hero in addition to our types. Chapter 3, target creature control gains double strike. Start a turn. It is only 2 mana. Maybe Chapter 3 can enable a big smack your turn. You know what? Sure. And again, flavor. Do we have Iron Spider? Iron Spider, I think, actually, like, doesn't synergize at all. Because doesn't it just... It's probably in here. Where is it? Tap, put a +1/+1 counter on each artifact you control and or vehicle control. So, we're not playing artifacts. Like, yes, they are a spider hero. That's kind of where the synergy ends, because they're just like a steel overseer. They don't really... Like, if it was a counter on all our spider heroes, it'd be insane. Oh my god, yes. But it doesn't do that, so... Okay. Mycosynth Lattice, that card is... I'm not adding Mycosynth for a single card. Ain't no way. Hell no! Oh. And of course, chat, we have to add Spider-Verse. We have to. We have to. The legend rule doesn't apply to spiders you control. Whenever you cast a spell from anywhere in your hand, you may copy it. If you do, you may choose new targets to copy. If the copy is a permanent spell, it gains haste. Do this only once each turn. Spider-Man 2099 actually cared about Impulse Draw, right? If you've played a land or cast a spell this turn from anywhere in your hand, other than your hand, so it could be exile or, like, from the top of the deck effects, like Future Sight. Wow. Might be good, actually. Do we play Impulse Draw and, like, cast from top effects, chat? Do we do that here? Just for, like, just to make, like, some of these cards work a little better? Maybe, actually. And of course, Wall Crawl. I'll get to that card in a moment, Mads. 3 and a green, 4 mana for a enchantment. When it enters, when this enchantment enters, make a 2/1 green spider token with reach. Then you gain 1 life for each spider you control. Okay. Spiders you control get +1/+1 and can't be blocked by creatures with Defender. Because screw Philothar players, I guess. These damn Arcades decks, I can't stand them. 4 mana +1/+1 is just not good. We don't want that. There's better rates. And of course, you know we had to do it to him. Imposter Syndrome. 4 blue. 6 mana for enchantment. Whenever a non-token creature you control deals counter to a player, create a token as a copy of it. Except it is not legendary. That man is an imposter. Oh, that man is the imposter. Get it, chat? Reference. Ha 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 ha. Funny. Oh my god. I believe that's actually probably all of the main stuff we want. I'll do a quick gloss over of the entire set real quick, just to be sure I didn't miss anything. But in terms of actual flavor, I think we've gotten everything? Sorted by rarity. Arachnogenesis. Okay. Fog that makes spiders. Come on, we gotta run that. Are we serious? Return of the Piss. Return of the Piss cards, chat. We already added him, D-Mads. Right here. Of course! Heroic Intervention. Do I really need to explain this one? I really hope not. Najila, why? Reanimate? It does show Spider-Man come back to life. I guess that's good, right? It's recursion for a Spider-Man for 1 mana. We also should have a crap ton of life because Cosmic gives all our spiders lifelink. We can probably take a life loss here. And also, they actually keep putting Reanimate in Commander Precons, which is actually pretty good. Wizards, please don't stop. Silk Guard. X and a green instant. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to X target creatures you control. Auras, equipment, and modified creatures you control gain hexproof until end of turn. Peak flavor. We add that. 100%. 100%. No. Oh yeah, I gotta change. I gotta change always actually. Yeah. Venom, King, and Black. Bro's aura farming. Tangle? It's a fog that also makes their creatures not untap? What is this from? Invasion? Oh my god. Okay. I mean, yeah, sure. The Web of Life and Destiny, chat. Do we add this? Just cheats Spider-Man to play, which I suppose isn't really bad, right? Has Convoke. So, even though it says 8 mana, it's actually 0. Or at least 2. Why not? Why not? We'll make it work. Amazing alliance! Creature control get +1/+1, and whenever you attack with one or more legendary creatures on our entire deck, you gain that much life. Uh, 3 mana +1/+1 isn't great, to be honest. That's not that good. But we can gain even more life. It's passive. I don't see why not. I don't see why not. Bioorganic Carapace, 2 white blue for equipment. When this equipment enters, attach it to targets you control. Equipped creature gets +2/+2 and has. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card for each modified creature you control. This actually could draw a lot of cards. Like, Cosmic gives our Spider-Man flying and trample and first strike. And this gives +2/+2. This could actually be a really good draw engine. And it equips for free, too? Yeah, we add that. I think, right? Amazing Acrobatics. Is that not in the main set? Three mana counterspell is not good. Oh, it's one or both. Oh! You could take out Spider-Rex. Chat actually voted Spider-Rex in because for the meme. So, I agree. But we practice democracy here until I say we don't. With absolute illusion of choice. Which, I'll be real, might be real soon here. Do we... We are an aggressive deck. I don't think we can afford to hold up 3 mana in our Spider-Man Kindred deck. We probably can't do that. Interdimensional Web Watch. 4 mana for an artifact. When this artifact enters, exile a top card to your library. So any next turn, you may play those cards. Again, triggers our Spider-Verse and our Spider-Man 29-9. And taps to add 2 mana in... Oh, wait, never mind. Never mind. I was gonna say this is great, and I saw this. Oh! Oh, no! Whoa, what the hell? I love paying 4 mana for ramp. That doesn't work. Awesome. Do we add J. Jonah Jameson? I don't think Cosmic gives Menace, right? No, he does not. I don't think any of our spiders even have Menace, do they? I mean, he suspects one, I guess. You want Lizard in there? He's a villain. This is the hero deck. We can't do that. It's a good card for sure, but he's not going on here. And unfortunately, probably isn't going in the villain deck either, because you can probably guess what our commander is for the villain deck. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you can probably guess. Parker Luck. We do gain a crap ton of life in this deck because of, again, our commander. Beginning your end step, 2 target players each reveal the card of the library. They each lose life equals the mana value of the card revealed by the other player, and they each put the card they revealed in their hand. This is just Keen Duelist. Keen Duelist. Under upkeep, you target opponent. Okay. Each reveal top card of the library. You each lose life equal to the mana value of the card revealed by the other player. You each put the card revealed into your hand. So this is Keen Duelist, but 1 more mana to make it an enchantment. So it's hard to remove. And it is on end step and not upkeep. So you get to draw a card the turn you cast it. Yeah? I think it's good. It's a burn spell for you that you pretty much don't really take any downside because, again, Cosmic should be gaining you so much life by giving your whole board lifelink every turn. It's like a Phyrexian Arena that burns people. Good. Rent is due. 1 white mana. In your end step, you may tap 2 untapped creatures and or treasures you control. If you do, draw a card. Otherwise, sacrifice this enchantment. As playerful as this is, I think we don't run it. Because I really don't want to give up attack. Like 2 attacks. Well, I with 2 creatures to draw 1 card. Also, if we ever get Raft, we just lose this. That's not great either. Silk, I guess she does make like 1/1 blockers for just us casting Spider-Man. But like, isn't that like horrible flavor? You, random citizen, let me use you as a fucking meat shield. Like, no! That's horrible flavor. Ah! Spider-Man scandal. Jameson was right all along. Okay, Spider. We come on. We have to run this one. It's literally Spider Sense. Come on. Oh, yo, what? I have not seen this guy. He looks kind of cool, actually. Kind of. The art here is not. Look, the art here is a lot better than other cards so far. Not okay. Not all of them, but you know what I mean. I think that might be everything. Costume closet. 1 white for an artifact. This artifact enters with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. Tap. Move a +1/+1 counter from his artifact onto target creature control, but activate only a sorcery. Whenever a modified creature control leaves the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on his artifact. What if we power recessioned? What if we power recessioned the hell out of the Ozolith? Oh my god, this card's terrible! But you know what? The flavor is there. We'll run it. We're in uncommons now? There's probably nothing else here, right, chat? I don't think so. Pictures of Spider-Man. Okay, alright, man. What's it do? 2 new game for an artifact. When this artifact enters, look at the top of cards of the library. Reveal up to 2 creature cards from among them. Put them in your hand. Green divination. Okay. Put the rest on a bottom of your library in a random order. Pay 1. Tap. Sack this artifact. Create a treasure token. Get it? Because you give the pictures to Jameson and then Parker gets rent money? Hey, you know what? It's way better flavor than the masked Meower. I'm not running it, though. We can do better. As I said, I'm pretty sure there's something else here we want to run. Can't wait to get 3 lands on 2 non-creatures. Yeah, exactly. What going on? We are making the Spider-Man Heroes Precon. Heroes of the Spider-Verse. The totally real Precon that Wizards totally hired me to make. I'm an intern for them. Not clickbait. Not fake. Real. Gone correct. Without issue. Heroes Hangout impulse draws or buffs 1 or 2 creatures. What is Heroes Hangout? What is this? What card is this? One red mana for a sorcery. Choose one. Date night. Exile the top 2 cards of the library. Choose one of them until the next turn may play that card. Okay, like a weird red Serum Visions. Or give 1 or 2 to our creatures +1/+2 in first strike. Please make a Moxfield account. I do. It's right there. That is an account, right? I'm sorry, like the all cast maybe like, have I been like doing something wrong this whole time? So chat, I think we actually have pretty much all of the flavorful ads we want for this deck. at this point. We have 27 creatures. That's actually a sufficient number. That's good. Like, we don't want, it's a good number. It's not too little, too high. So now let's actually fulfill all the other necessities for a Commander Precon. You know what drill. Draw, ramp, removal. I am gonna attack stuff first. Give me a moment, chat. So we want card advantage. That's the tag we use, chat. Enable tags. Gwenam is card advantage. Gwen Stacy actually draws cards, right? Once you enter your exile top card, you may play a card for one controls creature. Ghost Spider, remove 2 counters from her to exile top card. Wow, I cannot speak today. I'm so sorry, chat. Remove 2 counters from Ghost Spider. Exile top card of your library. You may play a card this turn. More card draw. I can't speak in general, to be honest. I don't know what it is. I can talk fine off stream. It's just, for some reason, whenever I do it live, I just can't speak my thoughts. I also can't keep my mind on what I'm doing either, apparently. What else is there? Penny! That's also card advantage. Miguel's card advantage. Spider UK is card advantage. I can't wait for him to attack me with beans and toast. Oh, God. Spinneret and Spiderling, also card advantage. Hey. Parker Luck, card advantage. And Carapace, card advantage. So, interestingly enough, just by adding all of our flavor cards, we already have 9 cards in our deck that provide card advantage, and all of them synergize with our main strategy of being Spider-Man Kindred. Arana is Impulse Draw. Gwenam is a Bola Citadel. Gwen Stacy is Impulse Draw. Parker Luck is a Phyrexian Arena that also burns people. Penny is a... what is it? Coastal Piracy effect. Again for Miguel O'Hara. Spider UK. On our end step, if 2 or more creatures enter, we draw a card, get 2 life. Spinneret and Spiderling, if they get big enough, it gets an Impulse Draw. Biogiant Carapace can draw a crap ton of cards. Like, just by adding our flavor includes, we already have a really good amount of card advantage. I mean, we probably need to add, like, 1 or 2 more, because usually 10 is like the sweet spot you want. But this is still really good. So I want to see, chat. Is there any like good hero card that would maybe draw us cards? Let's okay. Hero. Oh, draw. Folk hero. Commander creatures you own have whenever you cast a spell that shares a creature type with commander, or with this creature rather, draw a card. Triggers only once each turn. Folk hero, commander creatures you own rather. Commander creatures you own have whenever you cast a spell that shares a creature type with this creature, draw a card. This ability triggers only once each turn. It is flavorful, but folk is not. It's also only once each turn, which is not great either. I need a good, like... need a good, like flavorful draw spell, chat. One that kind of embodies heroism. Maybe Exile top? Heroes Podium. 5 mana for legendary artifact. Each legendary creature you control gets +1/+1 for each other legendary creature you control. Pay X tap. Look at the top X cards of your library. Reveal a legendary creature card from among them. Put it in your hand. And of course, progress on bottom. Good card. Not really a good card draw spell though. We don't want to pay X to draw one. That's awful. Maybe, like, is there, like, a good... Draw for each. Draw each. Okay, never mind. Creature. Draw for each. Collective unconscious? Maybe. Something spider sense, chat, surely. Distant melody? Golden ratio? I could kind of see that working. Our powers are pretty varied, I think. Oh, wait! Duh! Inspiring Call! Draw a card for each creature controlled with a +1/+1 counter on it. Those creatures gain indestructible until end of turn on a 3-mana instant. Can I get a more flavorful art, please? I don't think I can. I'll make sure to tell Wizards to commission an artist for this one. I guess just do the Abzan printing. The art's not great. Well, it's not terrible. It's still a human. Is there anything else here, chat? Please do feel free to give recommendations if y'all have any for card draw here. I think maybe 1 or 2 more of a card draw will be fine. I mean, so right now, okay, let's add my filler command towers. So we know how many slots we have left. We have 19 slots left. We're actually super fine right now. Like, we're not stressed for card slots at all. How's our ramp looking, curiously? I'll tag it now just so we can know it for later. Our ramp probably isn't as good. Oh, wait, Mary Jane Watson. That's also card draw. 11. This is ramp. Our ramp probably isn't as good, to be honest. Peter Parker gives your Spider-Man web slinging for Bant. That's kind of ramp, right? In a weird way. I'll tag it, but I'm not gonna make it a big deal about it. Okay, yeah, only 2 ramp, really. Kindred Discovery would be the most obvious car advantage engine. You are right. I swear, isn't there like isn't there like a Spider-Man who's like good at math? Isn't that a thing? Isn't there a, like, okay, because Penny, she has the mech spider. Couldn't you totally flavor Golden Ratio as if it was like Penny having that moment where she realizes how to actually properly program the mech to work? You draw a card for each different power among creatures you control. I just closed it. Can I undo? No, I can't. Okay. I'm back. Chivalric Alliance. What is the definition of chivalry? Or chivalric, I guess, in this case. No, just chivalric. You. Relating to or having the qualities of chivalry. The medieval code of conduct for knights that emphasize honor, bravery, courtesy, generosity, and loyalty. We're not knights. But is a recommendation. I see the vision. I see the vision. I think I'm gonna add Golden Ratio, chat. Like, our powers are pretty varied across this deck from like 1 to 5, 1 to 4. And we are playing a +1/+1 counter deck. So we can actually vary it even more. Golden Ratio. That's not... It's wrong. It's not what I wanted. Alright, chat. 12 card advantage. Arana... Bio-Organic Carapace, Golden Ratio, Grenard Remorseless, Gwen Stacy, Inspiring Call, Mary Jane Watson, Parker Luck, Spider, Piloted by Penny, Spider-Man 299, Miguel O'Hara, Spider UK, and Spiderette and Spiderling. We have 18 slots left for ramp, chat. Which, out of the cards we added for flavor, unfortunately is only 2. Spider Manifestation is a 2-mana dork that can untap itself if we cast big spells and is a spider. And Peter Parker if we cast on his amazing Spider-Man side. Does give our Spider-Man web slinging for green, white, blue. So, probably for less mana. So it's like weird ramp. Weird ramp. Of course, we are in 5 colors, so while usually I would say we should add a lot of land ramp, I think it's very important that a lot of our ramp is colorless for the sake of being able to assemble all of our colors in a fast and timely manner. So obviously we gotta add the big 2. Arcane, Signet, and Fellwar Stone. It's a tribal deck. Time for obligatory patchwork banner. Female artifact. As it enters, choose a creature type. Creatures you control of chosen type get +1/+1 and tap to add 1 mana of any color. Hey! Good card! We'll do interaction later, Simon. I want to make sure we do this. I want to make sure that the ads are in a like orderly manner. That way, when I actually go to edit the footage, I'm not like scrolling back and forth and be like, "Oh, this was interaction and this was card advantage." Oh God, an hour and a half later, I did like this card. Oh God, that's something I've been very bad about in the past. For example, with all of the ritual summon decks I made, that was a big issue there. I'm trying to be a little better about that. Of course, you already know we're gonna add Soul Ring. That's 6? Honestly, chat, could we add Commander Sphere? I know it's not that great nowadays, I know. But we're in 5 color. Being able to establish our colors is very important. And unfortunately, as much as some people might not want to hear it, I think that means having to play mana rocks that you might not want to play. I think we add this, chat, personally. Is there any ramp that's like, choose a creature type? Artifact. Not really. I mean, there's Patchwork Banner, but... Progenitor's Icon, chat. 3 mana for an artifact. As it enters, choose a creature type. Tap, add 1 mana of a color, or tap to have a next spell of the chosen type you cast turn be cast as well as Flash. Which actually I think is really relevant. Because keep in mind, a lot of our Spider-Man have web slinging, meaning you can only cast them for the web slinging cost if you return a tapped creature you control to your hand. If you tap this to give it Flash, you can, in response to someone targeting a tapped Spider-Man, cast a web slinging spell to bounce the targeted creature back to your hand, turning web slinging into also a form of protection. That's probably enough, honestly. I think. Well, for colorless ramp, not like ramp in general. That's 8 so far. I usually play 14. Our curve is actually not that bad. That's not terrible at all. Is there any flavorful land ramp for a Spider-Man deck? I'm not sure there is, honestly. Search land battlefield. I would guess not. Okay, let me actually turn off land. I don't want land. I don't want half the search to be lands. It's a bit rather bit inconvenient. Boundless Realms could be like good big ramp, and I think Boundless Realms does kind of imply all the different multiverses for the Spider-Man universe. So good implications there, but I'm not sure we need that. I also, we're in 5 colors, so we can't really afford to run a lot of basics. You actually totally can, but you know, if I do that and show you how to do that, I'm gonna get a bunch of hate comments. I'm not gonna do that. Bioengineered future. Spider-Man has a lot of science and bioengineered stuff. When this enchantment enters, create a lander token. Each creature control enters with an additional plus each creature you control enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it for each land that entered under your control this turn. It is flavorful, and it does make a lander token, but we are in 5 color. I don't, well, I guess by just playing lands, it can still be a single counter, right? Yeah. Maybe. I'm not gonna deny it yet. Cosmium Confluence. A cave card. Oh, hell no, never mind. Disorienting Choice. This art kind of implies, like, the multiverse passages. 300 green, 4-mana sorcery. For each opponent, choose up to 1 target artifact or enchantment player controls. For each permanent chosen this way, its controller may exile it. Then, if 1 or more of the chosen permanents are still on the battlefield, you search your library for up to that many land cards, not basic, and put them onto the battlefield tapped and then shuffle. I like this. The art implies multiverse passages. It's a choice for your opponents as well. It grabs any land card, so you can just get all your rainbow lands, and that fixes your mana immediately for the rest of the game pretty much. I like this. Farseek. The Spider-Man probably Farseek by going on the rooftops of New York buildings. Copium. Far Wanderings. Something. The Spider-Men like to... they wander a lot because they can traverse the cityscape so fast. Copium. Circuitous route? Them taking a longer route? Copium? It gets gate cards. I don't even want to do a gate package. Natural connection. Because the Spider-Men get bit by spiders. So they have a natural connection to spiders. Copium! No, I'm not gonna add that one. That one's too bad. Is there anything else here I can possibly run? I don't think so. Reach the horizon. Town cards? In my spider... Hell no. Search for tomorrow. The Spider-Man always work to build a better tomorrow. Copium. Oh my god, what else is there? Please, dude, I... Spring! New York enters the season of spring sometimes! No, don't do that one. Surveyor's scope? No. They went this way. Like, it's a Spider-Man fight crime, and they chased down... No, that car's stupid, too terrible. Vast wood surge. Be able to kick this, get to put counter whole board is pretty good. That's solid. Fortunately, it references wood. Okay. Viewpoint synchronization, chat. They're literally super high up and looking down on the city. If we hit them with our flying commander, we can cast it for 3 and get a super cultivate. We'll make it work. Dawn Treader Elk? Elk exists in the Spider-Man universe. Yeah. Wayfarer's Bauble. Okay, come on. They are Wayfarers. Ain't no way. Okay, Squish is printing. I don't... Hell nah! Hell nah! And that is 14 mana ramp, chat. How is our interaction looking? Oh wait. And that is 14 mana ramp, chat. Arcane Signet, Commander Sphere, Disorienting Choice, Farseek, Far Wanderings, Fellow Warstone, Patchwork Banner, Peter Parker, or The Amazing Spider-Man, Progenitor's Icon, Search for Tomorrow, Soul Ring, Spider Manifestation, Viewpoint Synchronization, and Wayfarer's Bauble. Good. Good sweet. How is our interaction looking, chat? I think it's actually probably not that good right now. That's the wrong card. Wrong card. Nope. No. I'm sorry. Where is this? Oh my god. Miles does not kill anything. He doesn't. I already know for a fact he doesn't. Spider-Man 2099 kind of is interaction-ish. He can be, at least. Zach Hopium? Maybe it might be, actually. It might be. Spider Sense is a counter spell. That's interaction for sure. Okay, we have 6 slots left for interaction, chat. We only have 3 right now, and even then, they're kind of suspect with Disorienting Choice, Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Man 2099, and Spider Sense. So, obviously, we need spider flavor removal. We actually don't, but if it makes sense, the better. We can probably we could probably find a way to fit perhaps Exile in here flavor wise. Something Peter Parker has doubts about being a superhero, so you make him being sad the art. That makes sense, right? Promise of Loyalty and Evacuation are some relatively heroic board wipes. I think it's actually kind of true, yeah. Excuse me? Oh, Promise of Loyalty. Oh my god. Promise of Loyalty. 4 white mana for a sorcery. Each player puts a vow counter on a creature they control and sacrifices the rest. Each player puts a vow counter on a creature they control and sacrifices the rest. Each of those creatures can't attack you or planeswalkers you control for as long as it has a vow counter on it. I agree. Very heroic flavor. I like that. An evacuation. The Spider-Man are trying to lead civilians to safety. So you cast as an instant speed, and the Spider-Man are all trying to evacuate the area because of all the damage being done. Good flavor as well. Vindicate? Could Vindicate be good flavor, chat? What does Vindicate mean, flavor-wise? Or, like, definition? Vindicate. To clear someone of blame or suspicion. Show or prove to be right, reasonable, or justified. Oh, bro. We 100% play Vindicate, then. Oh, my God. 3 mana, destroy target permanent? Yeah, that's good. Switch to sprinting, please. Butler! Oh, waiter! More dictionaries, please! I have 2 slots left. We probably we probably need some finishers, don't we, chat? Okay, maybe... Chat, I'm sad to say it. We might have to cut Spider-Rex. The time, I think, has come. We need an actual finisher in this slot. I know. Insane. Who would have possibly guessed? I need one more, like... Path, Promise. I need, like, a... Mild inconveniences at Karlov Manor cards. What's the one that's like for each person exile a card they control? Unexplained. Unexplained absence. Bro, this flavor goes so hard. This flavor goes so hard. It can either be interpreted as like the Spider-Man like being absent from their normal non-hero lives, or it's civilians going missing because of the villains. Peak flavor. Peak flavor. Peak flavor, bro. Peak flavor. That's 8 interaction. Like, 5 of them are alright, it's a speed. There's probably some, like, Flash speed Spider-Man stuff, too, in here somewhere, somehow, some which way. So now, I think we need an actual finisher, chat. There's a finisher for, like, just... That's based on legendary creatures, right? Okay, maybe... Get. Okay, there was Hero's Podium earlier. Hero's Podium. 5 mana for a legendary artifact. Each legendary creature control gets +1/+1 for each other legendary creature control. We're Spider-Man Kindred. Our whole deck is legendary. You can also pay X to look at top X and reveal a Spider-Man card, put it in your hand. We play it for the anthem. We play it for the anthem. And there's also... what? Oh. And then there's also Day of Destiny. +2/+2. It's good. I kind of wish it was a little better. But I mean, hey. Well... I feel like I can do better. We have 1 slot left, chat. There's not really a finisher Spider-Man, honestly. Maybe, like... double counters? Like a one-time double counters spell? That's a thing, right? I think. No. Oh, where is it? There has to be one, dude. There might not be. There might not be. Solidarity of Heroes? You gotta pay 1 green for each RP on the first, but I mean... Probably not... no, the flavor's great. The flavor's peak. The flavor's very good here. You know what? You know what? It's good enough, I think. I literally just saw it. Solidarity of Heroes. Let's add it. The flavor's too good to not do, man. Alright. Honestly, I don't think I need to tag the rest of this. I mean, I could. We also just have a lot of, like, really good value plays. Spider-Verse, Imposter Syndrome, Web of Life and Destiny. Honestly, maybe I cut Spider-Verse. Anywhere other than your hand. Like, the flavor's so good, but dude. I gotta cut it. I have to cut this. I have to. Look, it's Spider-Verse. The whole deck is about, the whole thing with this set is the multiverse. It does nothing in this deck, dude. It does nothing. So we're gonna cut that. And honestly, add something else. I'm not sure what, though. If I type hero in the top, what comes up? Is there anything good here that I can just make work? I don't think so. Has to be something here, right? Surely. Hero's downfall for the flavor of your Spider-Man literally dying. I don't. Pyre of Heroes. Birthing pod for Spider-Man? No. They would not murder each other. It's like a no. No. Time of Heroes. No. Treacherous Terrain does basic land cycle. And the Spider-Man kind of like swing, you know, across the sky to avoid the terrain, right? It's a good burn spell late game. You know what? Let's add that, actually. Yeah. I like that. Alright. And now, chat, we do a land base. So, obviously, you gotta add all the rainbow lands. You already know. Command Tower. Path of Ancestry. And I think we probably add all of the, like, Kindred lands as well. The ones that are, like, you choose a creature type as it enters and tap to add 1 mana of any color to only spend on that type. Besides Cavernous Souls, because price reasons. So that'd be what? Secluded Courtyard, an unclaimed territory. Exotic Orchard, of course, is amazing. Evolving Wilds and Turnover Expanse grabs whatever code we need at the moment, if we're missing one. And in budget decks, I'm actually a big fan of Ash Barons. You pay 1 and just cycle it to go and grab whatever basic you need at a time. You pay 1 and cycle it to go and grab whatever basic you need at a time. Is it amazing? No. But it does grab whatever land you need the same way Evolving Wilds does. And chances are good, turn 1 you don't have a play anyways. So it's just easy fixing. I like it. Now, beyond that, I'm not sure, guys. Add any color. Let's do that. Add any color land. Maybe there's some stuff I'm not aware of. Baldur's Gate. Ugh. Crumbling Vestige. No. Daily Bugle Building. Hey. That's actually really bad fixing, though. Yeah, no, don't do that. Horrible. Horrible. I don't think there's anything else here, chat. Ah, hell nah. Yeah, no. Okay. Oh wait, Vivid Lands. Yeah! These things are great! For budget decks. For budget decks. We are primarily Bant. So honestly, maybe only add Vivid the Bant ones. Vivid Meadow, Vivid Creek, and Vivid Grotto. Or Grove, rather. My rule of thumb is to usually never have more than 8 tap lands in my decks. Unfortunately, we're in 5 color. So, I might have to bend the rules a bit here. We have, what is this, 4, 5, 6, 7 right now? Just add them all. Why not? There's also the multiversal passage in the set as well. Choose a land type. Choose a land type as it enters. The land is the chosen type. You gotta pay 2 life to have it entered untapped. Oh no, spooky. There's also a Fable passage as well. I'd say probably like 12 basics is enough, right, chat? So let's do, for now, just 2 forests, 2 island, 2 plains, 2 mountain, and 2 swamp. And our deck is primarily Bant colors with, well, actually it's mostly green-white, so let's add a 3rd plains and a 3rd forest. Puts us at 27 lands. What other lands are there? There's like the enter tapped unless. There's fast lands. 2 or more basic lands. I think we can make those work. I mean, the Vista by itself is already really good. And honestly, by extension, if we're gonna run Canopy Vista and the Tango lands, as they're called, we could add a Croson version here because the Tango lands do have land types. If we add Croson Verge, it can go and grab Tango lands for super good mana fixing. I might say, Bounce Man, doesn't Croson Verge reference a landmark in the world of MTG? Hush. Shh. I smacked the microphone. Sorry. Shh. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, little baby. Go to sleep, go to sleep. Goo goo gaga time for you. I know there's more. I know there is. Than just those two. Radiant Summit. I mean, hey. Sure. Not Marsh, because black, red is our least common colors in this deck. Sunken Hollow. Maybe not even that one either, to be honest. Thran Portal. Thran is actually a actual like faction in the world. We can't do that one. Sunpetal Grove again. Green white is our most common colors here. Six slots left. What was the... I just said what it was. Crozen Verge grabs a forest and a plains. So, it would have to be, like... it'd have to be, like... We already had white red. Is there a blue green one? There's not, is there? Or is there? Prairie Stream. I missed that one. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, me. Five slots left. How many saplings are right now? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-ish? Let's add in some, like, check lands, honestly. For the last 5, I think. I already added 1. I know I did that already. So let's do Clifftop Retreat. Drowned Catacomb, sure, why not? Glacial Fortress. And by extension, Hinterland Harbor. You know what? Nah. I was gonna say add one more basic. I think 12 is enough. I think 12 is fine. Final check land. Let's add a Rootbound Crag. It is green. Green's pretty important. Why a Rootbound Crag? Okay. And that is the Heroes of the Spider-Verse Commander Precon. Totally real, not clickbait. I think it's actually pretty good. It feels fine. We have a +1 counter sub-deem. I think the ramp and removal actually is pretty flavorful. Did the best I can with the land base. I like it. We stamp that. What is it? No. Totally real, guys. Totally real. 100%. And now, we move on to the villains of the set, chat. Oh, I know you love villains. Okay, no, but seriously, like, I think the villains of the set probably don't feel nearly as bad as, like, the 50 Spider-Man. So, as I said before, you can probably guess which commander we're choosing for the villain faction of the set. Oh, wait, hang on. And that, of course, would be the Green Goblin. But his front side is Norman Osborn, 1 in blue for a 1/1 human scientist villain creature who cannot be blocked. Whenever Norman Osborn deals combination with a player he connives, you draw a card and then discard a card. If you discard a non-land card, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. And then you can pay 1 blue, black, red to transform him, or alternatively, just cast him as the Green Goblin. 1 blue, black, red, 4 mana for a 3/3 flying menace goblin human villain creature. Spells you cast from your graveyard cost 2 less to cast. Very big reduction on mana there. And he has the Goblin formula. Each non-land card in your graveyard is Mayhem. The Mayhem cost is equal to its mana cost. You may cast a card from your graveyard for its Mayhem cost if you discard it this turn. Timing rules still apply. So Green Goblin is a self-discard deck where you are discarding cards for the sake of getting a mana reduction. Now, keep in mind, you actually wouldn't want to run Madness cards with Green Goblin because Madness is an alternative cost. And okay, I'm gonna be so real. I always cannot remember this. I don't believe cost reductions affect alternative costs. I can never remember. Wait. Okay. No, but that I actually do need to look it up. Cost reductions and Madness. Okay, JK, you actually do want to run Madness cards because Green Goblin will reduce the mana you pay for the Madness cost. MTG YouTuber. Can't remember rules. Fraud alert. But of course, we have to go through the main set and discover how many good villains are there. This is, after all, the villain deck. So, Green Goblin wants us to be a self-discard deck. Are there any good self-discard villains? I mean, I literally just looked it up and it said madness costs can be reduced. To calculate total cost, you start with the mana cost or alternative costs, mass alternative costs, then additional costs and cost increasers, none your scenario, and then subtract the cost reducers. Then finally apply transfer, yeah. We want villains, chat. Good villains. Honestly, I think a better place to start here. Yes, it can, but I don't think it'll be reduced by the Green Goblin because it reduced from Graveyard and Madness is caught. Is Madness actually cast from exile? Wait. If you discard this card, discard it into exile. Oh my god. Bounce Man fraud alert twice! Doesn't remember. Bounce Man allegedly found not remembering that Madness discards into exile. Aw, oh, hell nah. I'm washed. I'm washed, chat. So I know for Spider-Man, I actually just looked up all the Spider-Man first. I think for Green Goblin, it's actually better if we look up what actual villain payoffs there are in the set. Doc Ock, Sinister Scientist. As long as there are 8 more cards in your graveyard, Doc Ock has base power and toughness 8/8. As long as you control another villain, Doc Ock has hexproof. We're a self-discard deck. Pretty good chance Doc Ock becomes a 5 mana, maybe even 3 mana, just 8/8 hexproof beater. Pretty good, honestly. And then, of course, there's Dr. Octopus Master Planner. 5 blue black, 7 mana for a 4/8. Legendary human sinus villain, giving other villains +2/+2, making our maximum hand size 8, and on our end step, drawing cards equal to a difference of 8 if we have less than 8 cards in hand. A lot of good stuff. Probably 5 mana with Green Goblin. Mysterio, Master of Illusion. When he enters, create a 3/3 blue illusion villain creature token for each non-token villain you control. Exile those tokens when Mysterio leaves the battlefield. The villain payoff, it's good. Prowler, Clawed Thief. 1 blue black, 3 mana for a 2/3 menace human rogue villain. Whenever another villain control enters, Prowler connives, which does discard, which is good because we do need discard outlets for our Green Goblin. Tombstone Career Criminal. 2 and a black for a 2/2 human villain creature. When Tombstone enters, return target villain card from your graveyard to your hand. And villain spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Hey! That's really good. We are Villain Kindred after all. We are Villain Kindred after all. Whenever another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Venom. If that creature was a villain, draw a card. Not amazing stats, gonna be honest. It's board insurance. Venom can grow. I might say no to that, actually. There's a Vulture, Scheming Scavenger, 5 Demir for a 4/6 flying human artificer villain creature. Whenever Vulture attacks, other villains in control gain flying until end of turn. Is that even that good, honestly? I'm not sure it is. I mean, like, okay, it is a villain kindred thing, so I guess it's good. These are a whole board flying. Can't be terrible, right? And that's kind of it for actually good villain payoffs, chat. The Spots Portal. Turn a black instant. Put target creature on a Bombstorm's library. You lose 2 life. Let's control a villain. Just play Terminate. We're in Grixis. Like, okay. There's actually not a lot of good villain payoffs in this set, which is very strange. Spider-Man got a crap ton of support, while villains got, like, almost nothing. Doc Ock Evil Inventor makes artifacts into 8/8 villain creatures, I guess, but, like, that's not a villain payoff. Flying Octobot gets a single +1/+1 counter if we play villain. That's not really worth it. Okay, so maybe there's other just generically good villains you can play. Black Cat, Cunning Thief, 3 black for a 2/3 keywordless human rogue villain creature, Yikers. Hope she has a good effect. When Black Cat enters, look at the top 9 cards of the target opponent's library. Exile 2 of them face down. Then put the rest on the bottom of the library in random order. You may play the exile cards for as long as you remain exiled. Mana of any type can be spent to cast spells this way. We take their cards? Okay, I guess. Okay, just out of curiosity, there's not, like, villain support outside of Spider-Man, right? No. It's all villainous choices. Which is the Doctor Who thing. Okay. Carnage! Hey, Carnage! Do you know Candace? I haven't seen the Asuka and Carnage meme come back yet at all. I hope it does. Carnage, Crimson Chaos. Already has Mayhem. Okay. For a black and red. 4/3 trample symbiote villain. When Carnage enters, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains this creature attacks each combat if able, and when this creature deals damage to a player, sacrifice it. Does not get a finality counter, so you can keep looping the same creature over and over. I like that. Chameleon, Master of Disguise. Again, already has Mayhem. May have him enters a copy of a creature you control, except his name is Chameleon, Master of Disguise. Meaning, we could have 2 Green Goblins and make our spells cost 4 less to cast off of Mayhem. Yo! That goes kind of hard. Chameleon's a second green goblin for potentially 1 blue mana. Really good. I agree. Electro Assaulting Battery. I believe he's part of the Sinister Six, so I think for that reason I'll only play him. 1 red, 2/3 flying human villain creature. You don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end, so a weird ramp spell. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, add red. When Electro leaves the battlefield, you may pay X. When you do, he deals X damage to target player. Unique ramp spell. We can make him work. Green Goblin Revenant. 3 black red for a flying death touch 3/3 goblin human villain creature. Whenever Green Goblin attacks, discard a card, then draw a card for each card you've discarded this turn. Keep in mind, we have Mayhem. So we already cast the spells you discard anyways. Seems pretty good to me. It's just free card advantage. Green Goblin Nemesis. 2 black red for a 3/3 flying goblin human villain creature. Whenever you discard a non-land card, put a +1/+1 counter on target goblin. Has to be a goblin. Really don't like that. But whenever you discard a land card, which we'll probably never be doing honestly, like a tapped treasure token. Okay. Yeah, no, we want this. It's too clunky. Hydro Man, Fluid Felon. Blue for a 2/2 elemental villain creature. Whenever you cast a blue spell, if a Hydro Man's a creature, he gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Beginning your end step, untap Hydro Man. Until your next turn, he becomes a land and gains tap, add blue. He's a villain. Decent ramp, yeah. He does untap himself, can be a beater sometimes, I guess. Sure, yeah, why not? Lady Octopus, Inspired Inventor. 1 blue mana for a 0/2 human scientist villain creature. Whenever you draw your first or second card each turn, put an Ingenuity counter on Lady Octopus. Tap, you may cast an artifact spell from your hand with mana value less than or equal to the number of Ingenuity counters on Lady Octopus without paying its mana cost. There's the other Doc Ock as well that makes our non-creature artifacts 8/8 villain artifacts. Do we maybe try and find a way to make an artifact sub-theme here? I see potential here. I'll add her. Molten Man, Inferno Incarnate, 2 in red for a 0/0 elemental villain creature. When Molten Man enters, search your library from basic mountain card, put it on battlefield tab, and shuffle. Molten Man gets +1/+1 for each mountain control. When Molten Man leaves the battlefield, sacrifice a land. Did I have to sack a land? We're not mono red. No, I can't. I'm sorry. He's too clunky. Morbius, the living vampire, chat. What's he do? It's Morbin time. 2 blue, black for a 3/1 vampire, sinus villain creature. Flying, Vigilance, and Lifelink. Pay blue and a black. Exile this card in your graveyard. Look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the rest on the bottom. I guess he's only 2 mana for a 3/1 flying vigilance lifelink creature, so he gains us 3 life a turn. Sure, I guess. More Loon, Devourer of Spiders, 2/1 X black for a 2/1 lifelink vampire villain creature. Enters with X +1/+1 counters on him. When Morlun enters, he deals X damage to target opponent. So X becomes essentially equal to the total amount of mana spent to cast him, because the X would be just 2 off of Mayhem. It becomes a big life-linking burn spell. Because keep in mind, he deals the damage. So you will gain the life equal to damage dealt here. Sure. Gary at home. Yeah. Something like that. Scorpion Seething Striker. 3 to black for a 3/3 Death Touch Scorpion Human Villain. Beginning your end step, if a creature died this turn, target creature you control connives. 1 connive trigger? I mean, he can be 2 mana, not 4. Which makes him considerably better, but even then, that's still rough. You know what? Sure. Yeah, I guess. Seething. Cope and Seethe. Shocker Unshakable. 4 red, 6 mana for a 5/5 human rogue villain. Has first strike, but only during your turn. When he enters, he deals 2 damage to target creature and 2 damage to that creature's controller. Bro, why do the villains suck so hard compared to the Spider-Man? Like, bro, this is like the one clip. Shocker! You can't escape me! I'll chase you to the ends of the earth! Like that clip, and he's this weak? Okay. Shriek, Treble Maker. 2 Rakdos for a 2/3 mutant villain creature. Beginning your first main phase, you may discard a card. When you do, target creature can't block this turn. Sonic Blast. Whenever a creature opponent controls dies, Shriek deals 1 damage to that player. You know what? It's a villain that's a discard outlet, sure. Stegron the Dinosaur Man, 4 and a red for a 5/4 Menace Dinosaur Villain creature. Dinosaur formula, discard this card. Until end of turn, target creature control gets +3/+1 and becomes a dinosaur in a addition to certain types. Now, keep in mind, chat, if you discard him to his own effect, you actually still can cast him off of the Green Goblin. And he will be 3 mana, except not really, because you already spent 2, so you still spent 5 mana to get a 5/4 Menace and no relevant text. Great. Oh. Swarm. Being of bees! 2 to black for a 2/2 flash. Legendary insect flying villain creature. Mayhem for a black. That's it. Bro, why do the villains suck so hard? What happened? Ultimate Green Goblin. 1 Rakdos. 3 mana for a 5/4. On your upkeep, discard a card, make a treasure. Mayhem for black and a red. A single mana if we discard him with our actual Green Goblin in the field. Good card. Thank God. Bro, that's it. There's like no good villains. Oh my God. Bro, that's it. There's like no good villains. Oh my God. Okay, there was the other Doc Ock. This one. Makes non-creature artifacts 8/8 robot villain artifact creatures. And there's a few villains that mention artifacts. Except not really. The other Doc Ock just is a villain anthem. And Lady Octopus is actually the only one that really cares about casting artifacts. Okay, man. Okay, wow. I really didn't think this would be that bad. But oh my God. Okay, no, wait, okay, wait, hang on. Wait. It's not over yet. We can make it so the villain kindred thing is still like a sub-theme rather than the main aspect of the deck. So I think we cut Lady Octopus because we obviously can't achieve a critical mass of actually good villains. So I think we have to start cutting the bad ones for sure. Morbius is not great. Scorpion is a single connive trigger, but then again, it's on your end step, so timing rule will still apply. So we'd have to discard an instant spell to Scorpion's connive trigger if we want to get Green Goblin value. And that's not good either. I mean, yeah, Green Goblin doesn't. I mean, we could play the 7 mana Doc Ock instead, but I mean, then we get even less selection of villains. Ah! Okay. Okay, wait. Okay, so let's go through the main set again. Maybe there's some stuff in the main set that's still good, right, chat? Yeah. by rarity. Okay. Behold the sinister six! Come on, chat. We gotta play. We have to play this. The flavor is peak. Unfortunately, we can't play Sandman or Kraven because they're not Grixis colored. But hey, we got Mysterio, Doc Ock, Voltron, and Electro. It's close enough. Open your eyes to your nightmare, Spider-Man. Clever impersonator can enter as another villain. One small problem. All our villains legendary. So we just dotted legend rule. Okay. Counterspell with this goofy art? I guess. It's got Doc Ock on it. That's something, right? Feed the swarm. Okay, yeah, that one's good. The art is so hard in the eyes. Real. Hex. Destroy 6 target creatures. Yeah, we run that for sure. Nope. Give me that Spider-Man. Give me that Spider-Man printing. Give me that Spider-Man printing. Infernal Grasp. 100%. For the flavor. Doc Ock. Armed and dangerous. 5 blue, blue, blue. 8 mana for Lorthos, the Tide Maker, chat. Ooh. Good luck paying 8. At least the bonus sheet provides decent additions. Yep. So from what I've heard, they're actually making these cards way rarer. Like, way more rare compared to previous sets. But that was with the announcement of Avatar. I don't know that applies to this set. Really. I don't think they're making them rarer or more rare yet. At least not yet. Mind Break Trap, 100%. Mind Break Trap. It's a free cast spell if an opponent casts 3 more spells. It's got Mysterio on it. It's good. Mystic Confluence? I can't tell what's happening here, so I'm going to say no on that one. Opposition Agent. Okay. Can be, bro, if we get an instant speed discard outlet, this can be 1 mana. 1 mana op agent? I'd be so pissed. I'd be so mad, bro. I'd be so upset. Like, are you kidding me, bro? 1 mana opposition agent? Relentless Assault? Extra combat? I mean, sure, yeah. Savage Beating, again, another, like, extra combat card. Saw in half? Okay, so this card depicts Spider-Man being ripped in half. But we would target our own creature with this? The flavor is kind of not great. Venom, King in Black. Phyrexian Dragon Skeleton. Okay. Terminate, obviously. Do I even have to tell you? It's Agent Venom, but he's a hero, right? Yes. Symbiote Soldier Heroes. We can't do that either. Doc Ox Tentacles. Whenever a creature may value 5 or greater enters, may attach this equipment to it. Do we attach? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. No, we can't do that either. Target opponent mills 8 cards. They put an artifact card from that player's graveyard and battlefield under control. Steal an artifact from a graveyard? I guess. I guess? I guess. Sure. Bro. Maximum Carnage! Okay, this is good. Okay. So, Chapter 1 for 5 mana. Until your next turn, each creature attacks each combat if able, and attacks a player other than you if able. That's really good. Chapter 2, Ritual yourself for 3 mana. That's good. Chapter 3, Lava Axe each opponent. That's a lot of value, actually. I like that. That's good. Maximum Carnage, Spider-Man. Pumpkin Bombs. It's a discard outlet. Deals damage. You can refuse counters on to your opponent. They gain control of it. Green Goblin. Absolute flavor. Shadow of the Goblin. 1 red for enchantment. Unreliable Visions. On your first main phase, discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Undying Vengeance. If you play a land or cast a spell from anywhere other than your hand, this enchantment deals 1 damage to each opponent. Good card. We do need lots of discard outlets to actually make sure our Green Goblin does trigger consistently. This card was made for this commander. Oh yeah. 100%. The Death of Gwen Stacy. We're killing someone. That's a villainous trait. Tuna Black Enchantment. Chapter 1, destroy a creature. Chapter 2, each player may discard a card. Each player who doesn't loses 3 life. Chapter 3, exile any number of target players' graveyards. We run that, 100%. We're killing someone. We always discard because we have Green Goblin. The Clone Saga? 3 to blue for a Saga enchantment. Chapter 1, Surveil 3. Chapter 2. When you next cast a creature spell this turn, copy it, except the copy isn't legendary. Eh? Chapter 3. Choose a card name. Whenever a creature with the chosen name deals combat damage to a player this turn, draw a card. Pretty mid. Yeah? I kind of feel the same way. I guess, okay, so to be fair, it's when a creature with the chosen name. So if the creature you copied and the original creature both hit someone, it's draw 2. So it's Surveil 3, draw 2, and clone. If you copy something with flying, it's a lot better. Yeah, turn 4 Clone Saga, or turn 3 if you ramp on turn 2. I mean, look, to be fair, if you get 2 Green Goblins, it's insane. Because then your spells cost 4 less. That is ridiculous. That's so good. Unfortunately, you probably just bait a board wipe if you do that. And then you cry. Because you did all that stuff for nothing. I'm going to try and make it work, chat. Villainous Wrath. Come on now. Come on. Villainous Wrath. This is the villain deck. We run that. Alien Symbiosis, 1 to black for an enchantment aura, enchant creature. Enchant creature is +1/+1, has menace, and is a symbiote in addition to other types. You may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card, in addition to paying its other costs. One small problem. If you use this as your discard outlet, you kind of nullify the cost reduction that Green Goblin gives to give something +1/+1 a menace. Not good enough. No. Absolute cringe. Brendel is bad. Okay, we're in uncommons now. There's probably not much else good here. Prison Break has mayhem for 3 and a black, so it can be 2 to return a creature card with an extra +1/+1 counter on it. So it's like Animate Dead but good, but like not Animate Dead but good. That card already is good. Animate Dead but like better because they get stronger, not weaker. Got Rhino on it. I guess. Bro, they really did the villains dirty. Like, the Spider-Men are way stronger. Why do the villains suck so much? There's nothing here, dude. Oh my god. If it's scale, it'd be good, but for 1/1, it's not worth it. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. That's about it, chat. Okay. I really did not think that this deck was gonna be a lot harder to build than Spider-Man one, since Spider-Man was 5 colors, this is 3. Apparently, I was wrong. I didn't realize Electro's in here. He's right here. I didn't realize just like how shafted villains got in this set. Oh my god. Are we serious? Favoritism in my UB product? What? Let me add in the placeholder lands. Okay. Let's tag the current ramp, card draw, and interaction we have, just so I know what we're working with here. Because that's pretty much all the main flavor adds we have. For sure. Card advantage. I know, we'll get there, we'll get there. I gotta be streamlined with it for the sake of editing this. Pumpkin bombs. Okay, so chat, here's the thing, right? So cards that let you that say you have to discard to draw are usually card selection, but with Green Goblin on the field, become card advantage because you can cast the cards you discard. So do I count looting effects as card advantage or no? Because they're only card advantage if I have my commander out. I feel like I don't, right? I would think. Or maybe count it as like half a card advantage, because then it's like 2 counts for 1 sort of thing. Ish. I'll put it in here, but we'll go like really hard on card advantage. I think you put them in a separate category, but go lower on pure card advantage. Okay. That's fair. Alright, yeah. Like, Ox card advantage. That's, this is card selection, I think. Discard a card, then draw a card for each card discarded this turn. That's card selection, not card advantage. But it can be if you, again, have to... Is that all there is for a hard card advantage? Is that really all we have? Change this. It is. Okay. Alright. Okay, never mind. Alright, bro, this is rough. This is so rough. You can discard an empty hand and draw based on the cards you discard. I mean, if you didn't discard any cards, you don't draw off of the effect. So, no? Assuming that's what you're saying? Maybe I am misunderstanding. Oh wait, this isn't even card advantage. No, don't do that. Oh wait, no, that's just a discard outlet. It's just a discard outlet. Okay. 4 card selection. You know what? Okay, to be fair, I do have 27 slots. I have a lot of room to work with here. I have a lot of room to work with here. To be sure, to be sure. Okay, so now I want what? Ramp? Or rather, mana advantage. The Soul Stone? I guess. Yeah? Like, it's really hard to tell what price they're gonna be because like, it just, you know. Yeah, no reason in particular. It's hard to tell what the deck's actual final price would be. But I guess I don't see a reason not to. This is ramp 2, kind of. Or man advantage, rather. Think about digital version. Oh, yeah. Okay, so so the set's not out yet. And usually before a set releases, prices are bloated. Like, my camera's actually a little high. Wait a minute. Put that down. So prices are usually bloated before a set actually releases. That's all it is. I can't imagine Ultimate Green Goblin being $17. Hell no. There's no way. Now we do interaction. Honestly, Agent might as well be interaction, because you just turn off a tutor. I'm tagging that. Death of Gwen Stacy. Villainous Wrath. Not Prison Break. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm rather a bit silly. Nine interaction, chat. Okay. So, chat, you know what I'm noticing? There's a lot of cards in this deck that target. And you know what mechanic gives us a payoff for targeting things? Committing crimes, baby! The ultimate flavor win. Now, let's see how many good crime cards there are, chat. Bandits Hall. Whenever you... I forgot red. Did I actually? Did I miss it? I did. My bad. At knife point, 1 black red enchantment. During your turn, outlaws who control a first strike. Assassins, mercenaries, pirates, rogues, and warlocks are outlaws, not villains though. Oh my god. Okay. Whenever you commit a crime, make a 1/1 red mercenary creature token with tap. This is terrible. Don't play this. Bandits Hall. Whenever you commit a crime, put a loot counter on Bandits Hall. Loot that silly Furby creature that Wizards keeps pushing. Tap to add 1 mana of any color. 2, tap, remove 2 loot counters to draw a card. Manalith that you can pay 3 to draw a card. Just play every Villainous Choice spell too. Yes and no, because I think a lot of them make like Daleks. Or like reference Time Lords, but yes, you got the right idea. Wouldn't Emmett Selk work for you? Yes, but that's a Final Fantasy card. That's bad flavor. Kind of, sort of. But honestly, we are rapidly approaching danger levels of just having a giant nothing burger of a deck. I'll play villains. Okay, cool. What do you get for playing villains? Nothing? Oh, okay, well, are the villains powerful? Oh, yeah, man, I don't know. Let's see here. Vulture. 6 mana creature. When he attacks, my other villains gain flying. Oh, that's not what that's kind of overcost, isn't it? Yeah, it is, actually. Oh, here's one. Doc Ock, Sinister Scientist. Oh, okay, I know him. What's he do? So if there are 8 more cards in my graveyard, it's an 8, 8, 7, 4, 5, 5 mana. Oh, okay, so an above rate body. That's pretty cool. What else do he do? If I have another villain, he's hexproof. Okay, so he's kind of hard to kill. Wow, that's pretty good. What else do you do? That's it, actually. Yeah. Oh. Okay, well, come on. There has to be something else there. Okay, okay, let's see here. More Loon, Devourer of Spiders, X black for a 2/1 lifelink vampire villain creature. He enters with X +1 plus counters on him. Okay, so you know he's an X spell. Okay, so he's like a Torment Hailfire villain, right? Yeah, sure, man. When he enters, he deals X damage to target opponent. So if I pay 8 into X, I deal 8 damage to someone's face. But I do gain some life back too, because he is the one dealing damage in his lifelink. Hey, so what are your villain payoffs? Oh, I'm glad you asked, bro. Dr. Octopus, Master Planner. 7 mana. Gives my other villains +2/+2. And Tombstone makes my villains cost 1 less to cast. And that's it. Yeah. Oh my god, this precon's terrible! What were they thinking? What was Wizards thinking in making the Villainous Mayhem precon, bro? This deck sucks! Oh my god! Wizards, please! Can I have some good cards? Oh my god! Intimidation Campaign. 3 mana. When it enters, each opponent loses 1 life in the game, 1 life, and you draw a card. Whenever you commit a crime, you may return Intimidation Campaign's Earth's hand. So you can cast it again for 3 mana, but if we discard it, it's 2 mana instead. Ugh. It's good enough, I guess. Yeah, man, I'm intimidated. I'm intimidated, all right, by the amount of mana I gotta pay to make this thing good. Yeah. Magda the Horde Master. I can't put an in-universe character in my precon, right? There's no way. I can't do that. No. The Monkey? Ragavan? That's a... That's an in-universe character, bro. Gotta make... Marchesa, Dealer of Death. Whenever you commit a crime, you may pay 1. If you do, look at the top 2 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. But I can't play it because she's an in-universe creature. Ah! Why? Why are we still here? Servant of the Stinger. When he deals combat to a player, if you've committed a crime this turn, you may sacrifice Servant of the Stinger. If you do, search your library for a card and put it in your hand shuffle. You know what, man? Yeah, sure, whatever. He serves Scorpion. Get it? Like the villain Scorpion? That's all, dude. Oh my god. Dude, okay. Chat, I cannot possibly advocate for someone to buy this precon. I can't. There's no way. Like, it's a villain deck with no payoff for playing villains. And, like, okay, I could put a bunch of, like, self-discard stuff in here. Sure. But then what happens is your opponents just kill Green Goblin every time, and then your deck just does nothing. Bro, why do they do the villain so dirty? Like, why did spiders get 1 million support cards and villains got a single cost reducer? Where is he? Am I stupid? A single cost reducer and a 7 mana Anthem. What? Chat. As a Wizards of the Coast intern, I cannot sit here. Chat. As a totally real and legitimate Wizards of the Coast intern, I cannot sit here and tell you to buy this precon. I can't. I just can't. I'm at 75 cards. The rest of this deck would be discard outlets, discard payoffs, and just random removal spells and board wipes. The deck is called Villainous Mayhem. And yet, if Green Goblin dies, which he will, once your opponents realize that all the mayhem is caused by just Green Goblin and not your villain package, because the villains suck, you will be doing no mayhem. You will be a good, gracious, law-abiding citizen who the biggest crime to commit is probably maybe graffiti in an alleyway. Wow. So you know what, chat? I'm gonna sit here and condemn this precon. I'm not gonna finish it. I'm not going to. Because literally, there's I can't play the good crime cards because they're all people with hats in their heads that have in-universe names. Gisa would go crazy. But guess what? Breaks the flavor. Marchesa would go nuts here. But guess what? Breaks the flavor. And I can't in confidence recommend you to buy a precon where the designers literally didn't think to make enough cards to make sure the precon could actually hold only Universe Beyond cards. I can't do that. So, rather than buying this precon, just buy the face commander and build whatever you want with him. There you go. Villainous mayhem. Where's the mayhem, bro? Is the mayhem of playing bad cards? Is that the mayhem? Is the mayhem the inner turmoil I faced when I realized that I got scammed out of $60? Is that the mayhem? So maybe just build Hollow One with Green Goblin. Build Grixis Hollow One with Green Goblin in the command zone. Basically rely on the power of friendship and pray doesn't get killed. Yeah. Like, bro, I can't finish this. I actually can't. Like, there's not enough here. If I throw a bunch of discard outlets in this deck, people immediately realize that the mayhem is only caused by Green Goblin, and the rest of your deck is just bad flavor cards. And then you cry. Thank you all so much for tuning in to the Heroes vs. Villains Precon building stream. Do not buy the Villain Precon. If you want to buy a Spider-Man one, that one's fine. They actually gave that one enough cards to make work. But don't buy the Villain one, please. It's a scam. You will get scammed. You will buy garbage. If you want to support me directly, you can consider becoming a member of a channel. For only $2 a month, you'll get access to member exclusive emotes and a member exclusive Discord server where you can play Commander in VC with me and other bounce banners. I love you. Thank you all so much for 10k subs. Will I have some kind of special event plan for that? I don't know. I'll see what happens. Next week we'll be doing the I think next week we'll be doing the Spider-Man. No, JK. The Through the Omen Paths Commander tier list. I think. Maybe I wait till the actual full set releases. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. To be honest, I've actually been considering making more like off-stream content. I made the one video like criticizing Wizards about like the Rampaging Chaos errata, and that actually is doing pretty well right now. So I might dabble into some more off-stream content here pretty soon. I do kind of want to see what I can do. I love y'all. Don't buy the Villain Precon. Only buy the Hero one. Because that one's actually good. And if you don't want Marvel products, vote with your wallet and ensure that you and your friends do not spend money on this set. I love you. I will see you all next time, my fellow Bounce Manners.